The Arrow series finale has aired, and in that episode, John Diggle, Oliver Queen's best bud on the show, had a close encounter. He found some space debris, and he discovered a mysterious box inside the wreckage. And when he opened it, it emitted some green light. Almost like it was a Green Lantern ring. Almost, because they never exactly show the ring in the episode. It's ambiguous from what I'm reading online. And, we've seen theories and speculation for a while now that John Diggle would be a Green Lantern of the Arrowverse. And this may confirm it. I say may. The actor who played John Diggle, whose name is David Ramsey, gave an interview with IGN where he talked a lot about that scene, the episode and what the future may hold for the John Diggle character. So let's get into it. First, let's read this description of the scene, which I basically said, but let's read it again on the IGN article. In the final minutes of Arrow's series finale, the show finally paid off a fan theory that has been years in the making. As John Diggle, David Ramsey, prepared to pack up his life in Star City and move his family to Metropolis following Oliver Queen's funeral, he had a close encounter with some burning space debris, discovering a mysterious box in the wreckage that, when opened, emitted a bright green light. Here's a quote from Ramsey about that. So he did get a green box, and it was very exciting. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm sure he knows. But he does go to Metropolis, and he got a green box, and we'll see. We'll find out what that means. Now, they are making a Superman and Lois show, and I'm sure that will probably be where John Diggle ends up. I assume that's the Metropolis he'll be going to. Since because of the Crisis on Infinite Earths event, a lot of these characters now have been merged and live on the same Earth. So that green box we could find out it has kryptonite in it and not, a Green Lantern ring. So maybe it's all a big fake out. That green energy is not a ring. It's really, the space rock energy that is fatal to Kryptonians. We shall see. Arrow co-creator and executive producer Mark Guggenheim said they had to be purposefully vague about a potential Green Lantern connection because of an agreement the Arrow producers made with DC. This was something that was worked out over a year ahead with DC Entertainment. We very specifically negotiated and discussed the parameters, and I feel like to say anything beyond what we have shown you would violate our agreements with DC. Ramsey admitted that it felt very exciting to be able to pay off the long-held fan theory that John Diggle is connected to Green Lantern John Stewart in some way. I think there's been a bit of a payoff, but we'll see what all that means. But I'm with Mark. Anything we say beyond that, I think, is kind of violating these parameters that we've been given by DC that we have to honor. But I think we've done some justice to the 6-year tease that we've had so far. Fans will remember that back in April 2019, Arrow introduced Diggle's estranged stepfather, General Stewart. While 2018's Elseworlds crossover saw the Flash from Earth 90, played by John Wesley Shipp, pointing out that it was odd that John wasn't wearing his ring when he met Diggle, implying that the Diggle of Earth 90 was indeed a Green Lantern. So they have been teasing the fans, and, this is the payoff. But again, is that a Green Lantern ring we saw the energy coming from in the Arrow series finale, or is that some kryptonite? We'll find out. And you know that HBO Max has a Green Lantern a Green Lantern series coming. So is that, if John Diggle turns out to be a Green Lantern, is that where he will show up? Because that series is being produced for HBO Max by Greg Berlanti, who also produces the Arrowverse shows. So it'd be very easy, since they have the same producer and they're, both DC shows, to just, port Diggle over from Arrowverse, especially since Arrow has ending to continue that character's story in the HBO Max Green Lantern series. But again, he's already going to Metropolis, so it's possible that he may show up, like I said, on the Superman and Lois show instead, or maybe both at the same time. Ramsey is supposed to show up next in the February 4th episode. John Diggle as John Diggle, the February 4th episode of The Flash, because since Oliver Queen is now dead in the Arrowverse, who is the Green Arrow, there's going to be an aftermath of his death going across multiple Arrowverse shows. And, he was very close with Barry Allen Flash, the Barry Allen of the CW Arrowverse. So the aftermath of his funeral and death is going to carry over into that show, and John Diggle's going to wind up on that, appearing on that show, not as a regular character, to be a part of, the aftermath of that death. I am curious to see what happens. I know the HBO Max show, Green Lantern show, a lot of us are hoping that it's a DCEU show, more connected to the movies than the CW shows, but I don't know, maybe it will be a CW show. Well, not a CW show, but an Arrowverse show that's on HBO Max. Because that show doesn't need to be connected to the DCEU, because they're also supposed to be making a Green Lantern movie, right? That's going to be in theaters. Jeff Johns, I think, was reported to have turned in that script recently to J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot team. So, they could, if they're going to do another Green Lantern movie, they don't need to do an HBO Max show to have that be the Green Lantern connection. There's already one that's coming for the big screen. So we shall see. I do think at this point, it is possible that the HBO Max Green Lantern show could be, a John Diggle-esque affair if he turns out to be a Green Lantern. But what do you think? Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.